Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Technically T here, and today we're going to get into a video that it's been long awaited. Plenty of people have been asking me about this video. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. I have no clue why it took me so long, why I've been stalling. But today we're going to get into my top 5 iPhone 7 Plus cases. Now, as you know, I have so many iPhone 7 Plus cases. When my friends come over here, I just try to give them away. I seem to can't give them all away because just as many as I let go, I get new ones and the rotation never stops. But I did sit down today and pick out what I feel is my 5 most favorite cases. And I have a few honorable mentions up here that I may throw in the camera. Walk over here and get those now. But let's go ahead and jump straight into it, guys. I'm not really going to get too in depth into the case. I'm just going to give you a reason as why I like it. And I'm going to keep moving on. And we're going to go from honorable mention. Actually, we're not going to go honorable mention. We're going to go top 5, and then I'll show you the 2 that I have as my honorable mention. So, starting out at number 5, guys, we have the Nomad leather case for the iPhone 7 Plus. Now, all these cases, guys, you've seen me do reviews for them. There's their reviews case posted for every one of these cases. So, like I said, I'm not going into too much detail. But I had to give the number 5 to Nomad leather case, guys, because this is an excellent leather case. Now, regardless, you know, it's funny that I haven't reviewed the Apple silicone case or the Apple leather cases. I probably need to do those. But straight off, the Nomad case, guys, was excellent. I personally just can't run a leather case as my daily driver. That's the only thing that maybe withdrew me from using this case as my daily driver. In these cases, I'll pop them on as I'm, talking about them. But the reason I like this Nomad case, guys, is the way the case wears over time. I mean, this case has great grip to it. I mean, I know it's true leather. It actually grips great. And on the sides, you can see how maybe dirty it is. Not really dirty, but how it wears in on the side. And this probably happened for me using the case after a week. So it's no telling what this case would look like if I used it dedicated as my daily for months or time on out. But I love the case, guys. The fit is excellent. Super tight fit. Wears beautifully. It protects it all the way around. Only thing that has open is this slot right under your Touch ID sensor. But excellent case from Nomad, guys. Now, I'll drop all these links to these cases in their description, as well as my previous video for these cases. I'll try to drop them all in the description, so it'll be a cluttered description box, but it's all good. But number 5, guys, Nomad leather case, excellent leather case, wears beautifully over time, and this rustic brown color just looks wonderful. And it even also has a tiny lip for lay on the table protection. So it's a nice all-around case. The only reason, like I said, I couldn't use it as my daily case, guys, because I'm prone to be working on my car. I might have greasy hands, and I don't want to stain this one time and end up ruining it. I like the case. I like how it patinas over time and gives you this worn look. It's not for everybody, guys, but to me, I love this case. So this is my number 5 case for the iPhone 7 Plus. So we're going to slide this to the side. Okay, now let's take a look at number 4. So number 4, we have the Carter B synthesis case for your iPhone 7 Plus. Now, the reason I like this case, guys, is the fit and the material that it's made out of. It has a great fit, and the material they did with this case, guys, was A1. So it has a super nice fit, super tight on the edges. You know I like that. So super tight on the edges, guys. Very nice, clean, translucent fit on the back. Nice rubber around the edges. Like, they did this case very well, and also added the raised part on the edges. So if you lay this on its back, it won't actually touch the back of the device. It's raising those skid pads there. Now, my 4 and number 3 case could have went either way. It's kind of battling which one was which, but I gave the next case a number 3 over this, guys. But the synthesis series, great case. It remains fairly thin, doesn't add much bulk, super tight fit all around, guys. I mean, once it's in there, not coming off. Even has a decent lay on the table protection and just feels good in your hands. And the back has not developed any scratches over time, and it has great grip. So great overall case. The Carter B synthesis series for the iPhone 7 Plus is my number 4 case here. All right, let's start to get into Some of them real deals. Next one snuck into my countdown. I know a lot of people maybe sleep on this case. And Scipio Octane case. I think this is one of the most slept on cases that's made for the iPhone 7 Plus. Let's go ahead and get into it. This case can easily be a #1 in my book. And I'm going to tell you why. They're missing one key thing. And one thing that kind of, it didn't ruin me of the case. I still love the case so much. But this is the reason why I like this case so much. Frosted back. A lot of cases make great cases and make a clear, transparent back, and the back scratches all up. They did it right. I tell so many companies when I do my reviews, if you make the back frosted, just make the back frosted. Perfect. They have a frosted back. Go ahead and pop the phone in. Excellent fit. Super tight around the edges. You know, a little give right there by the volume in there, but for the most part, guys, when it's in there, it's in there. So one, frosted black back, super tight fit on the edges, no smooth material. They have these ridges, which help for grip. Perfect for grip. The vise remains thin, is not thick at all. Excellent case, guys. The cutouts are spot on. Buttons are super tactile. I mean, nothing wrong with it at all. Let me pop this back on airplane mode so I don't get any notifications. Super tactile, guys. Nothing wrong with it at all. The only downfall to this case that the Synthesis had is it doesn't have any skid pads on the bottom. And the reason why I say that's an issue, because this is my second Scipio case. I had a blue one as well. A few days after using it, I had scratches all over the back. Now that kind of ruins it for me. This is a perfect case. I could easily have this #1 in a minute. But due to that, I wish they had the skid pads on the back. If they had these raised skid pads on the bottom, and just to know, I know now that this back can probably get scratched up. Now, I'm not sure if this is the dark blue, showed those scratches better, but they were there, and I knew it could have been avoided if they would have had those raised skid pads. So in Scipio, your Octane case is A1. Love it. Even love it for the SA Plus. A1. Perfect case. Keep that frosted back. Do not change this. You keep that black going around the edges. Tight fit. Nice tactile buttons. You put a skid pad on this, you're running for my #1 case, guys. I really like this case. Like, I can easily run any of these cases you see here, guys. Can easily be exchanged through the different rankings. But for me, what I like, I'm going from bottom to up. So #3 in Scipio Octane case. Excellent case, guys. Just wish they had those skid pads on it. Next, I think you guys should already know what this one is. Used it for months. This is the case I've been using on my iPhone basically since I have had it. Otterbox Symmetry. Now, I've been using this case, like I said, this is #2. I think you guys already know what my #1 is, but this is the #2. Have been using it ever since I've had my iPhone. I do all these case reviews and throw this case right back on my iPhone. My brother has this iPhone when he got his. I recommend this case to so many people. I love the Otterbox Symmetry case. So let's go ahead and get right into it. You guys have seen this case. If you talk to me on Twitter and different places like that, you do know this is my go-to case, man. I mean, it's nothing really bad I can say about this case. Like, I can use this case easily as my daily driver over my #1 case, guys. And the reason I like this case so much is this is the tightest fitting case I can't say that. Second tightest fitting case that I've probably ever had on my phone, guys. Not that bulky. For it to be an Otterbox, you have a textured back, so you really don't develop a lot of scratches back there. And it's just plain. I mean, you get a good enough grip, not thick enough, super tight fit, nice lay on the table protection. I've dropped this case, well, not this one in particular, but I've had maybe 3 versions. I bought like 3 versions of this same case. I have a brand new version of this same case in my drawer in case I drop it. I remember I bought a case from AT&T. I buy this case for AT&T because I work for AT&T and we get half off accessories. Dropped this case like fresh out the store. Went right back in and bought another one. That's how much I like this case to be pristine. I don't like my cases to be beat up. I do know that's the point of a case, is to get beat up, but I don't like to beat my cases up. So, got a couple versions of this case, guys. It's just everything works well. The buttons, nice and tactile. No give at all on the edges. This is super rigid. Like, I just thought nobody can touch this phone at all. This case, I was like, this case is a boss. Used it for a majority of the iPhone's life. It's been in this case right here, the Otterbox Symmetry series, guys. My number 2 case, absolutely love it. I do know a lot of my subscribers has this case. They love it. But with this number 1, I may have swayed a lot of people over to get this number 1 case. And I think you guys already know what it is. If you've been watching my channel for the past, maybe a couple weeks, you already know what the number 1 case is. Rhino Shield Solid Suit. This did it for me, guys. BC Dolph, one of my subscribers, huge shout out to him once again. He the one who hit me up in the YouTube comments and said, hey, you might want to check out this Rhino Shield case. I think you'll have a number 1, a new number 1. And he was right, guys. This Rhino Shield case is a beast. When I got it in and looked at the carbon fiber pattern, which I have here, I thought to myself, I'm not going to really care about a carbon fiber pattern because I'm not huge fan on carbon fiber pattern cases. But once I got it on, man, this is the tightest cases I've ever had on a case. Like, man, hold on. I got to do it again. I got to take it off camera and really get this case in, guys, because it is super tight. I mean, it is super duper tight. So let me try to get it in here. All right, finally got it in. I don't like taking this case on and off, guys. I really like when it's on, it's on. I do not like taking it off. But guys, you are looking at the number 1 case in my arsenal right here, the Rhino Shield Solid Suit. And the reason this case is number 1, guys, is because it's thin. It's thin. It offers, I can't remember how much it was. 11 feet of drop protection. What thin case do you know like this is going to offer 11 feet of drop protection? And I know a few people in the YouTube comments on that video said, hey, it's true. I've dropped my case. My kid had it. They threw it across the room and it took it like a champ. This case is thin, fits like an absolute glove. Like, I don't like taking it on and off. It's already starting. When I take it off, the case is separating from the material right there, but it all meshes back together when you put it on. But I don't like taking this case on and off. I almost want to stop doing iPhone 7 Plus case reviews because I'm not going to be taking this case on and off. I'm actually going to order a second one in case I tear this one up, just in case me taking it off doing case reviews causes an issue. I'm going to actually order a second one. Same exact carbon fiber, guys, and use that as the backup. But has a nice lay on the table protection, very slim. Buttons, nice and tactile, guys. No issues whatsoever. And my main concern when I first got it was the back. This carbon fiber back, I just knew was going to develop scratches. Now, I just left Cancun last weekend. I think I'm going to post this video Saturday, I think, if not Friday night. It's kind of late. But I went on vacation, so I knew that would be the test for this phone. I didn't drop it. Actually, I did drop it one time, and it was on this corner, and it made a scuff mark on the edge, but it completely rubbed away now. But I had this phone thrown everywhere, Cancun, all-inclusive resort, drinks, tequila. I don't have to tell you anymore. Had this phone all over the place all weekend. When I got back on the airplane, I looked at it and said, I don't see a single scratch on this phone. That's when I knew this was my number 1 phone, my number 1 case. The Rhino Shield Solid Suit. Super tight. Buttons work well. Nice protection. And a scratch-resistant back. I mean, it wouldn't. I wouldn't do anything to change this case. Maybe besides make a back that was like matte. Maybe make it be like your Playproof case. But the Playproof didn't have much grip, and the Playproof didn't fit this tight. The Playproof is a great fit. It's one of the honorable mentions for sure, but it didn't fit this tight. And I think the carbon fiber pattern gives it a little bit of material to grip the device just enough to get it done and differentiate itself from the Playproof. So guys, Rhino Shield Solid Suit for the iPhone 7 Plus. Now let me run back over here. Let me gather all the cases back up and do a quick rundown. If you're late to the video, we're going to do a quick rundown of all the cases. So as you guys know, Solid Suit number 1, number 2, Otterbox Symmetry. Okay, number 3, Scipio Octane. Number 4, Carter B Synthesis Series. And number 5, Nomad leather case. That is my top 5 cases, guys. Any one of these can probably be used as my daily driver, except the leather. If you take the leather case out, any one of these 4 cases I can easily use as my daily driver, and recommend any of these 4 cases to anybody. And they're various price points. I think the Rhino Shield is the most expensive. Then we have the Otterbox Symmetry is the next. The most expensive might be the Nomad leather. If you want to go in expensive terms, most expensive, Nomad leather, Rhino Shield, Otterbox. And I can't remember out of these 2, I want to say it's the Synthesis and then the Scipio, if you want to do prices. So here are my 5 guys. Get them back in the order they belong in. My top 5 cases are right here for my iPhone 7 Plus. Now I do have 2 very good honorable mentions that could have also been in this lineup as well. They could have been on the starting 5, but it didn't. So, no, I got some 6th and the 7th man. So, my 6th man, I'm not going to take him off the phone, and I don't feel like taking it back off the Rhino Shield. My 6th man is the Urban Armor Gear Pathfinder series. I love UAG. This could have easily been in this lineup easily. Great honorable mention. Love the UAG Pathfinder series. Offers great protection, great drop protection. UAG's been around for a long time. Has been doing it for a long time, and those guys definitely has what it takes to be in the argument about these. And my number 7 is the Speck Presidio grip. Now, I know a lot of people don't like this design of this case, but this is easily a number 7 just due to the grip and how tight this case fits on your phone. So both of these cases, guys, could have easily been in any of, the lineups. It was hard choosing 5. But we'll set these off to the side. But these are my top 5 cases, guys, for the iPhone 7 Plus. So, as always, guys, like I said, I didn't really go in detail on each case because I have reviews for all 5 of these cases on my channel. I will link each review to the description of this video. I will drop each product link to each, item, each case in the description as well. But, guys, once again, number 1, Rhino Shield Solid Suit, Otterbox Symmetry, and Scipio Octane, Carter B Synthesis Series, Nomad leather case. Here's my starting 5 when I come to the iPhone 7 Plus cases, guys. So as always, like this video. Let me hear in the comments what cases you have. Or let me hear in the comments what your top 5 cases are, guys. And let's go from there. Let me know. Let's talk about it in the comment section. I love to hear about it. I love to get engaged with you guys. And let me know what some of your favorite cases are, guys. So as always, guys, give this video a huge thumbs up if you like it. Comment, subscribe. Catch you on the next wave, guys. Later.